Have you ever heard of liquid metals you can hold in your hands? Well, I bet you didn't know that there are actually 6 different metals that can melt at room temperature. They are bromine, mercury, cesium, rubidium, francium, and gallium. And today, we'll be talking about gallium. As you probably know by now, gallium has an extremely low melting point considering other metals. It has a melting point of 29.76 degrees Celsius. That is approximately 85.57 degrees Fahrenheit, more or less. So, that means that since the average human body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 37 degrees Celsius, you would be able to melt this in your hand, although it would take quite a long time. But I know a faster method, so let's go. I guess since it's happening, I can tell you what's actually going on here. The Leidenfrost effect is a physical phenomenon in which a liquid is near contact with a mass significantly hotter than the liquid's boiling point, produces an insulating vapor layer, keeping the liquid from boiling rapidly. Because of this repulsive force, a droplet hovers over the surface rather than making physical contact with it. For example, if you turn your stove on to low, and then you put water on it, it will boil very slowly. But if you put your stove on medium, then the water will start to boil faster. But if you put your stove on high and pour water into the pan, the Leidenfrost effect will occur, which is what you're seeing now. Anyway, back to the main content. Even though all of these metals won't burn you if you hold them, that doesn't mean that they are safe to be reckless with. Mercury is a prime example. Mercury is extremely toxic to humans, and if you consume it, you'll die from mercury poisoning. People get mercury poisoning mainly from eating fish. Mercury is toxic because of the methylmercury in it. This low melting point makes gallium really useful for medical thermometers as a non-toxic substitute for mercury. Gallium arsenide is used in sectonometer production, usually for LEDs, light-emitting diodes, and solar panels. Gallium's atomic number is 31, and its atomic weight is 69.723. Now if we round the atomic weight to a whole number, we get 70 as its atomic weight. And to get the amount of neutrons gallium has, we must take its atomic weight, 70, and subtract it by its atomic number, 31, to get 39. So in total, gallium has 31 protons, 31 electrons, and 39 neutrons. But I know all of you are asking, but Jackson, where can I find it? Where can I get it? Where was it first found? What? Who? Where? Why? How? And I have answers. Gallium was first found in France by a chemist named Paul-Émile Lecoq de Boisbardin. He was the first to isolate the element back in 1875. The word gallium comes from the Latin phrase Gallia, meaning French, or France. This corresponds to the chemist's land of where he found it and his hometown. Gallium is not found in Earth in its elemental form. It is found in minerals and other ores inside the Earth's crust. Gallium is most commonly found when mining for aluminium and zinc. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And I hope you learned something new. Now, as you can probably see, the credits are rolling down. So, there's not really any point in you being here. There's not going to be a secret at the end of the video. Go there.
As you probably know by now, gallium has an extremely low melting point considering other metals. Gallium has a melting point of 29.76 degrees Celsius. That is approximately, I don't know, 89... No, I shouldn't do that. As you probably know by now, gallium has an extremely low melting point considering other metals. The exact... No, I'm going to start. Okay. Now, as you probably know... I need to put rubber gloves on. Because this stuff can get really messy. Now I know you all are wondering, but Jackson, where can I find it? Where is it? What? Where? Why? How? And I question. And I know all of you are asking, but Jackson, where can I find it? Where can I get it? What? Who? Where? Why? How? And I have answers. Mercury, not mercury, gallium, get that through your head, it's gallium, not mercury. Now I know all of you are wondering, but Jackson, where can I find it? Where can I get it? What, who, where, why, how? And I have answers. Gallium was first found in France by a guy named, oh god, a chemist named Paul-Émile Lecoq de Boisbaudran was the first to isolate the element back in 1875. The word gallium comes from the Latin word gallia, which, with my knowledge of the Latin language, which I do not, is that Gallia means French. And from what I looked up, the reason it's France is because of the chemist's hometown. I am so bad at this.